Here we are. We are sewing block number 2 of the designer mystery block of the month from Fact Shop. And this is what we're going to be sewing today. This is what our block number 2 looks like right here. And the designer for this block is Sherry and Chelsea. It's a mother-daughter duo. They designed together. And Sherry has a YouTube channel called A Quilting Life. And then Chelsea is a designer with her mom as well. And you can find Chelsea at Chelsea Stratton Design on Instagram, and she also has an Etsy store. So there you go. That's where you can find them. And this is block number 2 of the designer mystery sew along for 2023. Okay. Now that that's out there, and you guys know where to find it. If you want to participate, it is at Fact Shop. You can still reserve your block reservation. Okay, so that's there. I'm going to take you through and sew this block step by step so you can kind of see how my process work and what I am doing. Oh, and this right here is, I just thought I looked jazzy today because I'm wearing bright colors and I was out all day with this little pin thing on me. So this is, we got this in one of our sew sampler box back earlier in the summer, because I know y'all are gonna ask me about it. That's where I got it, and that's how I got it. So I kind of thought I'd put it on because this is a very flowery dress. Why not wear flowers, right? With that being said, let's sew this block together, right? These are my pieces that are cut out. I use friction erasable pen to write on them. I do have the alpha beaties, but these are so little to do. There's no point. I don't really need to get my alpha beaties out. And so for the first step, which is we're sewing the square and the rectangle, that step is right here. I've already completed it. We need 8, and I think I have 9. I just sewed the strip and then cut them to make things go a little faster. And then the next step is right here. This is step number 2. I sewed it in strip. So if you get this designer mystery block of the month in the mail and you have not sewn it yet, so instead of cutting the little squares and little pieces, what I did was I cut in strip and I sewed them together and then cut to the size that it calls for to make things faster and to make your pieces look near almost straight and perfect. So that's what I did to this too right here. Okay. Step number 3 is we are going to put this together. So I'm going to go ahead and put it together with you right here. All right. So what I'm going to do now is just flip it around so I don't mess up and just sew all 3 pieces together instead of sewing this to this, this to this, and this to this. So now I have 3 pieces that I'm just going to sew and make them go a little faster. So this is what it's going to look like once it's all sewn together. I'm going to sew the rest of the 3 and I'll meet you right back here. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. So let's make all 4. So this is what the side units are going to look like. Okay, they're all done. So I'm going to put it aside right there. All right, the next step is making flying geese. So we're making flying geese, nothing to it. So we're going to take our rectangle and our square, and then we're going to make flying geese. So here we go. I have made my flying geese right here. Nice and crisp. Okay, so I'm going to sew 3 more and I'll come back and meet you here. So I'm going to put that one that I sew right there, and I'm going to sew 3 more, and then we'll get back together after I am done. All right. All 4 flying geese are completed, and that will stay right there. We have another set of flying geese that we have to complete using this as our square. All right, so what I'm going to do is make this flying geese and I'll meet you here. Okay, so we're going to need 4. So I have all 4 sewn for the second set of the flying geese. So this is the first set and this is the second set. You can see where we're going with this, right? So we're going to sew this right here to this right here to make a unit. Okay, that's what we're doing next. Now I'm going to sew the 4 sets of the flying geese. We have a total of 8, so I have 4 here and I have 4 here. I'm going to sew this flying geese to this flying geese to make a 4 set unit. Double flying geese are sewn on, and now we are ready to assemble our block, literally. So here we are. Right here is the center. This right here, it's kind of tricky, but we'll come to that when we get there. So I'm going to put this like this. This one's like this and like that. Okay, so the left piece goes on this way, and then the right piece goes on with this one up that way. And then we're going to sew this with the white piece this way, and this one is going to be like so. All right, I'm going to double check to make sure that I get it right, and I'm sure you looking at home, you can kind of see what we are doing and how it's going to look. It's kind of like sewing a 9 patch. So we're going to sew this, this, and this, and then we're going to join them, and then we're done with the block, literally, okay? So here we go. So I've chain pieced this first section, and I'm going to sew on our third one. So what I'll do is pin this on this way, so that way when I go sew, it doesn't flip on me and I'm not sewing it the wrong way. So let me get a pin and sew these and pin this part. Where are my pins? So I'm going to pin these together and then pin this together like it's supposed to be, so they don't move when I do get there and I don't get confused just by not looking. That way I know it's not going anywhere now. And I'm going to sew this on like this. I'm going to press this 3 pieces right here. I think I'm going to press open, and we'll join this piece, and this piece, and then we'll be done. So let me press, give it a little heat so it'll lay flat, and I'll meet you back right here. Okay. So now all I'm doing is literally sewing all these 3 pieces together, and we have a block. So I'm just going to pin my junction or my seams, so that way it lines up like this. So here we are, our block is all completed. So I want to show you what block number 1 looks like. That's live on YouTube right now. I posted this one earlier. I think I posted this one earlier this week. And then this is the second unit, okay, the second block. I have block number 1 here, and I have block number 2. Completely different color choices, right? So I have no idea where this is going. It's a mystery, and I am having fun with it. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see what block number 3 brings us. But for now, I have completed block number 2 of the Designer Mystery 2023 from Fat Quarter Shop. Don't forget to subscribe down below so we can continue having fun. Thank you so much for spending time with me and visiting with me today, and I will see you in my next video. You have a great day. Bye.